Good Monday traders, welcome back to the Forex Boat Trading Academy, and today I would like to present you yet another analysis. But before we get started, reminding you that all the information in this video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. So what we have for today is the New Zealand versus Swiss franc currency pair and the potential move to the upside, basically the continuation of the trend that has already emerged. It's an uptrend, clearly price producing higher highs, higher lows, and we have price also above 250 simple and 50 exponential moving averages. So this is quite a nice sign. Besides, we see that simple moving average is crossing above the exponential, which could also be the confirmation that the trend will remain bullish. What is interesting about this setup right now is that we had the rejection of the 38.2 fips. On this broker, we didn't test it, like there was a 1 pip missing. On other brokers, I saw there was a clean rejection. So this seems like actually the potential uptrend. All in all, also we see the rejection of the trend line. Basically, we had a break above the trend line, then the price found support at this level, and here once again same support area near the trend line breakout, rejected. If I move to the daily chart, I have applied 2 fips here. First fips is to the last wave to the downside when the price bottomed out, and the second fips to the last wave to the upside when price topped out. So here we have these 2 fips, and we see that 2 fips, first 88.6 based on this Fibonacci retracement, and we have 61.8 fips based on this Fibonacci. We can see that this is the very same level, which is located at 0.6203 approximately, and we already had the clean rejection of this level back on July 13th. So I have applied trend line through this level because there was no break and close above on the daily time frame. So here we have basically break above the trend line, break above both moving averages with the very same candle, and here after the breakout, price found the support at this breakout point. So the support was rejected. The moving average, you can see the simple moving average was rejected. If I zoom it, here you can see there was a clean bounce right there. There was a spike below but failed to close lower. So I don't think price will be going any lower, although it's possible. We can see the alternative scenario where New Zealand Swiss franc moving to the downside, yet producing another spike and then going up. But the most important is obviously the daily closing price, to see that it will remain above 60.81. If there will be a daily close below, the bullish forecast will be invalidated. So as long as we have daily closing prices above, the bullish trend is still valid. Now there is another trend line. Basically it's a simple, I used 2 highs, and we also had this breakout, break and close above. Now price corrected, providing the opportunity for buyers potentially, and we might see another move of approximately 70 pips from the current level. So that's the idea for the what can be happening, what can be expected, and what levels should be watched on this currency pair. Let's move to previously made ideas. Australian Swiss franc, guys, look, I did expect this correction earlier. We had this expectancy that the price will retest this support level, and we did test it, and now starting to move up. So Australian Swiss franc, New Zealand Swiss franc, they're correlated quite strongly. Here what we have is the potential move of about 95 pips, and compared to the New Zealand Swiss franc, it's about 70 pips, and it's more or less goes in line, and both of these pairs are expected to rise. If we move to the Euro Swiss franc, we have a similar scenario where the price is expected to rise by, basically we have 67 pips, 66 pips, so also in line with our expectancy for the weakness of the Swiss franc. Look at the Canadian Swiss franc. Here what we expected, guys, is this resistance, which has been finally tested. There was a rejection at first, but then daily closing price was above the previous high here. Moving on to the gold, I will not be going back to this analysis anymore, but just to show you that we have tested the downside support. It was rejected, and here price is likely to be dancing for some time, depending on whether it will manage to break to the downside or not. Will depend further price development. Canadian Japanese yen still do expect the move to the downside towards the support, and here there is a potential for about 70 pips, as I see. Yeah, 70 pips decline. It should be fast, but you can see, guys, it's consolidating. It's a 1 hour time frame, so still can be within next 24 hours easily will be consolidating. Most likely will continue that, but only on Wednesday we might see some move. New Zealand Canadian dollar, here we expected the move to the upside from this level, although it was broken. Okay, and if I adjust the average price trend line, I connected this high, which is the resistance, and this low, which is the support. Here what we have is a very tricky market. There was a spike, there was another spike, next candle produced yet another spike and failed to close below. So here we're still holding this average price uptrend trend line. Besides, we had a rejection of the 250 exponential and 50 simple moving averages since this spike. Still the candle closed above both averages. So here potentially we might see yet another spike, although unlikely, but it is possible as usual, guys. But as long as the daily close remains above this level at 87.49, trend should remain bullish. And finally, dollar Canadian. The idea or the analysis were shared with you once the price was at this bottom, and what we had is actually break below the downtrend trend line. There was a clear break below the moving average and the trend line. So now I don't know what's gonna happen. It's better to invalidate this forecast, so we are at the same spot as we shared the analysis. So I will invalidate this, although I do not exclude the possibility that we will still retest this level that I did expect. So for now it's much less attractive since we had this breakout. Let's see just 4 hour chart. On the 4 hour chart also the breakout. On the daily chart also, guys. So here we might see a consolidation. It's not that interesting at the moment in my view, although I do believe there will be this move to the upside. But I will not get back to this analysis anymore. It's invalidated. And that's it for today. Just reminding you that we are running the premium signals group, which you can join through the link provided in the description of the video. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, if you find it beneficial, and just to support the channel, smash the like so we know you enjoyed the content. And as usual, thank you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow, and I wish you a profitable trading. Take care.